everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. Sorry I haven't filmed in a while. I think it's been close to 2 months I haven't filmed. I got sick. I don't want to go into like a major, downer about, with this channel. But let's just say I had cancer in the past. I don't have cancer right off the bat. I don't have anything that's life-threatening as far as I know. I don't. I seem to have an autoimmune disease, but which one is not for certain yet. We've ruled out I don't have a thyroid issue, but in my opinion, it looks like I might have fibromyalgia. That's what I'm kind of going with. There is no real definitive test for fibromyalgia, but I seem to have, I can check off all the symptoms. I've got them. So anyway, that's, I've been dealing with that. I had what they call a flare-up, and there was probably about 2.5, 3 weeks, I could barely walk. I couldn't hardly walk at all. I've been using a cane. Today is the first day I feel like I haven't needed the cane to actually walk. Now I'm going to continue using the cane. I'm going to continue to put my weight on the cane and not on my right leg. But it just came out of the blue. It's just like I woke up one morning and nope, right leg's not going to work. So just forget it. And then I had a lot of other things going on too with it. It wasn't just I couldn't walk. There was a lot going on with that whole thing. So I've been dealing with that, and then on top of that, I have an Etsy store, an Etsy shop, and I make one-of-a-kind ornaments and switch plates, light switch plates, using vintage jewelry, vintage rhinestone jewelry mainly. And I've had my shop for a few years now, and I do an okay business. I'm not a steady business. It's not something constant, and usually around Christmas, right before Christmas is when I am my busiest. But no, I don't know what happened. Floodgates open, knocked on, I don't want to knock on wood. It was great. I'm so thankful and grateful. I got 3 custom orders, a total of 26 egg-shaped ornaments, sort of kind of like most of them totally bejeweled, covered in rhinestones. Some of them more like a Fabergé style looking egg. I had a total of 26 I had to make, and I usually don't make 26 in a year, and so I'm very grateful for that. And so I wasn't crocheting. After I finished all my custom ornaments, and then I crocheted something, and I'm going to show you that. I just started a second project and just got another custom order. Yay. So I'm excited about that. So I laid my crochet down again. So I just wanted to give you an update before we get into the really heart of this video, but just to let you know, there'll be times I probably won't have a video. I will try to put one up as consistently as possible. I was doing one a week. I'll try to keep up with one a week. I don't know how much actual crocheting I'm going to do, since I have been, this has come about that I do have an autoimmune disease. I don't foresee me partaking in any markets in the future to sell my crochet items. So I'm going to be more mindful of what I crochet, and it's mainly going to be things that I want to use in my home, gifts I want to give to somebody, or really intricate and detailed things to make me grow and do better with my crochet. So that's what I'm here to say. So today's video, first I'm going to show you the one thing I got crocheted before I got my second custom order, and then I have some free patterns for you. Those seem to be very popular. So let's first start with what I've crocheted. There is a lovely crochet artist. Her name is Bianca. This is her channel name right here. She's has a YouTube channel. She's on Instagram. She's on all the platforms, I believe. And she has an Etsy shop, and she creates some amazing, mainly amigurumi patterns. I think they're all amigurumi patterns. I think that's her main thing. She loves to do amigurumi. I found her when I was learning to crochet. Back when, it was actually a little over a year ago, my son's birthday was coming up because he just celebrated this past April while I wasn't filming. He had his birthday. So it was the year before. And I wanted to make him something. So I purchased one of Bianca's patterns. And my son is a big fan of Queen, the rock group Queen. And so I crocheted for him. This is it. It's a little dusty. I got it out of his game room. He needs to clean. You know, all young men need to clean. So here he is. This is Freddie Mercury. I ended up making 2 Freddies. I made one for my son and one for a nephew who saw my son's, and he really wanted one. So I've made 2 Freddie Mercurys. So this one is the one I made for my son. I'll have to admit, this was a teaching moment for me. Like I said, this was a year ago that I made this Freddie Mercury, and man, I'm still picking the dust out of him. But yeah, that was what I made. So I was on Instagram and I saw one of Bianca's posts pop up, and I think this is her newest pattern. I did pick it up on Etsy, and I had to get it because I have a niece whose birthday is next month. She's finishing her first year of college, and she's a huge Elvis Presley fan. So I made Elvis for her. Look at Elvis. I love it. I love it. Love this hair. So I've now made Freddie and I've made Elvis. I have to say, Elvis was much easier for me to make. I don't know if it's because I've made 2 Freddies that I whipped Elvis up in a day. I made this in 1 day. And yeah, it was so much fun to make. I use number 4 worsted weight acrylic yarn because that's what I have a ton of. And I'm trying to use up all of that before I switch over to a better brand of, say, a sport weight cotton blend, which is what I want to switch over to make amigurumi. But I need to use up my stockpile first. So, but I think it turned out fine. It would have been, I think, a little smaller in a sport weight and I think the head would have been shaped a little better on both of them if I'd had that cotton blend. But that's okay. I think he turned out great. Elvis turned out great. I am currently working on something that has been put back in a bag and is just going to have to wait. It's something that is challenging for me. So, and that one I'm just going to take my time to make it, and when I get it done, I'll show it to you. Now, I want to share with you guys some free patterns I found on Pinterest. For us here in the United States, it's about time for this month, in the end of May, we'll be celebrating Memorial Day, which is a patriotic holiday. And then right after that, July 4th is our Day of Independence. Again, a patriotic day. Whoops. I'm trying to pull up my board here. You know me, I've got the patterns are in a board on my Pinterest. I will have linked down below. Now, the board that it's on is not its own special board like I've been doing. I can't do 2 things at one time, apparently. I had been creating special boards for these topics, these things I've been doing. But for this one, they're all listed in a board I've got called Crochet Home. And this board basically has things you can crochet for your home. So there are 145 pins. I'm just looking right now as I'm filming this. 145 pins in this board. But I think I'm sharing 10. I think I have 10 items I'm going to share with you. These are all patriotic themed. And if you're not in the United States, whatever country you're in, you can, some of these you can change up the colors. You can, you know, just make them your own. I think the majority of my viewers here on my crochet channel, which it shouldn't be crochet, it should be everything channel. Most of you are in other countries. So, I know that, but I was just looking for things that maybe I might want to think about crocheting for my own home, is how I just kind of did it. So anyway, let's get started. Every one of these I have picked are free. If you go into this board on my Pinterest, not all patterns are free, and the oldest pins I have done haven't been verified that they're real patterns. It took me a little bit to learn that there is a lot of AI generated patterns on Pinterest that are just worthless. So sorry about that, but the ones I share with you here on this channel, I do verify that it's actually a real pattern and something you can actually make. I try to anyway. If something slips past me, I'm sorry, but I really try to make sure they're actual. So I'm gonna kind of scooch and we can put some pictures up here. So this first one is a Patriotic Crochet pillow. I'm gonna pull up the site. So this is a cute pattern. I like the little smiley face. It is the American flag, but if you just wanted to change the colors, you can do the little smiley face. You can just make it, if you just did the whole thing in yellow and then gave it the little smiley face, that would be cute. Or, you know, pink or whatever color you wanted to crochet it. But if you are interested in the American flag, the directions are in this one for the American flag. I thought that was cute. I don't plan on crocheting that myself, but I did want to save it for you guys. Next, this is a table runner. It says, "Let Freedom Ring." This one, I'm kind of interested in this. This one might be something I crochet a little bit down the road. I don't plan on crocheting it for this year. Let me just say that. But it is something I would like to make. It says it's an easy color work pattern. Doing those changing colors can be a little difficult. It might not be that hard. That might be a good beginning one if you're wanting to do the color changes. That is not a beginner pattern though. I'll tell you that. I don't believe the flag would be a beginner pattern either. That looks pretty intricate. Next, these are cute. These mason jar covers. Now, my family, when I was younger, my mother was one of 7. I'm one of 11. If that gives you an idea, I was grandchild number 36 for my grandmother. If that gives you any idea. I came from a huge family, and my grandmother in her backyard had this big barbecue. They built it. No buying a grill for that size family. My uncles and everybody built this big barbecue for her. And she had picnic tables, and we would meet, oh God, almost every weekend, especially in the summer. And this just gives me that feeling, you know, with all the family getting together. It's so cute, these jar covers to put your utensils in like they're showing. Or you can use them for anything. They look like they would be perfect for, you know, your cans, can cozy. You can put flowers in them, in your mason jars. The sky's the limit. And there again, you can make them whatever colors you want. This to me looks like a pretty good beginner. A beginner to intermediate when you're working with the stars. But I think that would be very, if you've been crocheting a little bit and you're ready to move a little bit out of your comfort zone, that one looks pretty good. Next, I have here another, come on, pull up. It is another table runner. It's the stars connected together. That I like. I might make that for this 4th of July. I do decorate my dining room table for the 4th of July. I think I have some blue. I know I have red. I think I have some blue yarn like that. So, yeah. Next, we have an amigurumi. Of course, we have an amigurumi. This is Lady Liberty. She looks really, really cute. I don't have any plans to make her right now, but she is a. I do think I will make her at some point. That would make really nice decor for 4th of July here in the United States. I like that. So Lady Liberty. Next, this is one anybody can use. This pattern is for a giant star pillow, and it looks like it's used in plush yarn, which I have yet to. I don't own any of the plush yarn. I haven't made anything with that plush yarn, but I bet that works up quick. I bet that would be an easy pattern to make. And those do interest me. I am seriously thinking about making some of those. For this year, I don't know, but they do interest me. So, and you can make them any color you want. Like I said, it doesn't have to be patriotic, but that's how they're showing them here. Next, I have another pillow. This looks a little more difficult. This is like that tapestry style, the color change. This is a pattern for the 1776 pillow, which, if you don't know, the United States, our birthday is July 4th, 1776. So, and the USA Star pillow is also that pattern. This link goes directly to the 1776 pillow, which has another link to go to the USA pillow. So you can get to both of those pillows from my link down below. I like those. I don't want to tackle them this year. That might be something I tackle later. You know what would be cute if you do the USA on one side and the 1776 on the other. That's an idea. Not one I want to tackle this year. Next, when I said the little drink cozy, here you go. You've got the tall, skinny one or the one for your like to-go cup. And it's the American flag. That looks pretty simple. The flag looks like it's just a simple embroidery little star on it. Yeah, I like that. That should be quite easy to make. Next is this Americana hat. I thought this was cute. You could do that in all black and make it like a snowman hat for Christmas. If you didn't want to do the Americana top hat. I do like the Americana hat. I don't really have any need for it. They've got, one of them they have it using it as a candle holder, which is that's a good idea. And the other one they've got Hershey's Kisses in them. So you could stuff candies or whatever you want to put in them. That is cute. I do think I would enjoy making that in black for a snowman hat. So just an idea. I like that. And then last, this I want to make. This I want to make, not this year. I'm thinking I might for next year want to make a blanket of some sort. And I think this is what I want to make. And it's the Old Glory. It's a free crochet pattern. And this is the American flag that I personally fly in front of my home. And I'll insert a picture of, in front of my house, I have this, the old American flag that has the stars for the 13 colonies. I think this is like what the first American flag looked like. I have that, and I have my state flag for the state of South Carolina. That's what I have in front of my house. But this, I want to make this. This really, really, really interests me. I think I'm going to make it a point to make that the blanket I make or the throw next year. It's going to be one of my my goals. I don't want to start it yet. I've got some other things going on. I got to get my health kind of situated, and then I do want to make that. So that's it. That's everything I have for you guys today. It's not a whole lot. I just wanted to tell you guys where I've been and show you Elvis. And her patterns, by the way, you can makes the heads where they swivel, they bobble a little. They're like pop vinyls. Yeah, it's like a little bit like a bobblehead. And I think my niece Meredith will be very pleased with this. I don't believe she watched. I know she doesn't watch this channel, so not spoiling anything for her there. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding where I've been. I appreciate that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe. So again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.